Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And Uzbekistan, Dominican Republic ends up with a draw. 1-1 is the final result, and that's the final game for both Uzbekistan and Dominican Republic. Uzbekistan ends up with just 1 point in this Olympic tournament, and if you would have told me this like a month ago, I wouldn't have believed you, because honestly, Uzbekistan, it's a great team. I look at them, that's a great group, and I still believe it. But you know, in these tournaments, you need a mixture of luck, of good momentum, and a couple of other stuff that didn't unfortunately happen for Uzbekistan. I think the first game was really the key one, because if you draw against Spain, and yes, you deserved to draw against Spain if you're Uzbekistan and you're pushing that way in the second half against Spain, you deserve the draw. And if you draw that game, believe me, Uzbekistan Egypt would have been a completely different game, especially if you look at the first 15 minutes of Uzbekistan-Egypt, where Uzbekistan seemed a little bit like off the game. They didn't really seem there. And then Egypt scored and Uzbekistan got back into it, and yeah, so you put that into that, you have a different tournament. Then this third game, of course, we see some changes in the lineup, because we know Uzbekistan couldn't qualify even with a win. And so we see Nazarov playing as a goalkeeper in place of Nematov, and that led up to the first goal of the Dominican Republic. But in the first half, before talking about the goals, in the first half, we see a couple of changes, of course. Also, we don't see Shomurodov, we don't see Fayzullaev, because, I mean, it's a good decision. You want to make people play in the tournament because of various reasons. Of course, it's a learning experience to play in such an important tournament. It's a life experience, because you're playing in the Olympics. That's cool, that's really cool. So you want to give this opportunity to your young players, so that's great. And the first half, we see a Dominican Republic that still has a chance to qualify if they win and Egypt loses, and they push. There are 2-3 clear opportunities for Dominican Republic. They are saved by Uzbekistan. Then towards the end of the first half, we see a couple of opportunities for the Uzbek team. They are saved by Dominican Republic. We go at the end of the first half with a 0-0 result. Beginning of the second half, we see a huge mistake in defense by the goalkeeper Nazarov. He gives a bad pass, tries to give a pass to Khuzanov. Yes, Khuzanov. Yeah, I have it written here. And yeah, there is the Lorenzo, the player of Dominican Republic, that steals the ball. Khuzanov tries an intervention on him. At the beginning, it's not called a foul, but then there is a VAR review, and it is a foul, so it's a penalty kick. And Nunes scores, so Dominican Republic goes ahead at the 51st minute. Then we see that Uzbekistan wants to recatch the game, because of course you don't want to end up with 0 points. That's unacceptable. And so we see Fayzullaev, Shomurodov, and Jalolidinov coming in at the 57th minute. And 2 minutes after that change, we see the goal by Odilov, assisted by Shomurodov. And yeah, so at this point is a 1-1 result, is the final result, because there are no more goals. There are a couple of more opportunities for Uzbekistan that keep pushing. Dominican Republic also, they receive, of course, the news that Egypt is winning against Spain, so of course that doesn't help with their morale. And yeah, there is a huge opportunity for Dominican Republic in during injury time. There is a shot that is deviated from an Uzbekistan defender, goes on the post but doesn't go in. And yeah, and that's the final result, is 1-1 result. Unfortunately, I was hoping for at least seeing a win in this game for Uzbekistan. That didn't happen, but it is what it is. Whenever you can get your under 23 or your Olympic team to the Olympic tournament, that's a huge success, because you are giving them the opportunity to play on a big tournament, on a big stage, and you give them the taste of a big international tournament. And that's very important, especially for Uzbekistan, that have so many players that are also in the A national team that is going to play for to qualify to the World Cup in 2026. That's really important, and this tournament is gonna be, it's not a major success, but it's good for the experience, and we see what's going to happen. That's pretty much it for the Uzbekistan experience for the male national football team in this Olympic tournament. And yeah, it is what it is. Could have been better, but at least we got a point. We got a good game against Spain, an interesting game here against Dominican Republic, and a game that could have gone better, certainly could have gone better against Egypt. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and see you soon.